Good morning, everybody. Today's live stream, I'm talking about how to stay committed to your fitness during tough times. This is something that a lot of people, uh, you know, need some help on. And for me, I am dealing with a virus right now, so I'm going through a tough time myself. So I'm going to talk you through what works for me and what I really believe that if you do, then it'll work for you too. And so the first thing to do is when you're busy, when you've got too much on your plate and you're struggling to get everything done, the first thing that you want to do is to do a brain dump, put everything down on paper or on a document to clearly see everything that you need to do. The laundry, take the kids to school, help your kids with your homework, work out, make dinner, spend time with my wife, everything, write it all down. And then, in my experience, you need to take about half of it off. So, yeah, the idea of a brain dump is that you prioritize. So you put things in the order of the most important things. So you look at, whatever it is, whatever's the most important thing, put it at the top. And then the next thing, and then the next thing, and then the next thing. See where your health and fitness comes in. See where working out comes in. And be really honest with yourself. And then what you do is you do not do anything that isn't in order on that list. So if you've got your list that says, you have to get the laundry done today because it's piling up, you have to do your work, you have to help take your son to football practice or whatever, then you do those things in the order. And I think one of the biggest problems that people make when they're in these busy times is that they just live a reactive life. So where you're reacting to things, where you're just going, everything's happening to you and you're reacting to it and you're reacting to this and you deal with it and then you react to that and you deal with it. And if you are in one of these really, really busy times, if you are in a period where it's very tough for you to get to the gym and there's a lot going on, there's going to be a lot that you can react to. But the only way that I've found to be able to, stay focused and stay committed to my health and fitness is to be very deliberate with what I do. So even though things are coming at me, I'll see whatever it is. Sometimes it even means saying no to my wife. I've had major arguments with my wife over this because, in the moment when she's like, oh, you need to do this and you need to do that. And I'll look at her with a smile and with love and I'll say, no, I'm not going to do that, sweetheart. I'm sorry. And she'll look at me and go, what do you mean? This needs to get done. I say, yeah, but I need to do this, this and this first. Or otherwise, whatever is not going to happen is not going to happen. And it's the same thing with anybody. Anybody that's asking you to do things or to put things on your plate, you have to learn how to have that ability to be able to say, no, I'm not going to do that. And I think that's one of the biggest mistakes people make is that they don't understand the value and the power of no. We live in a world where, people just are saying yes to things all the time, things that they are not going to be able to do. There's a really good book written on this called Essentialism, where he talks about this. He talks about that, in the modern world, in the working environment, people say yes all the time for things that they're never going to be able to do. They're never going to be able to get done. And so saying no is one of the most powerful things you'll do in these busy times, is that you look at the things that are, you prioritize on your list. And then when something tries to come in to your sphere of what you need to do or what somebody else is trying to tell you need to do, you've got to develop that ability to say, no, I can't do that. I don't have the space in my day today or in my week this week to get that done. I'm sorry. And then so you've got this list, you've got your priorities and you stick to it. You absolutely 100% stick to it. So that means, once you've ticked this off and you've ticked that off and you've ticked that off, then when it's time to work out, you work out. And it doesn't matter what else you've got going on. You've prioritized working out here. This is the time that you've said, okay, once I've done these things, working out is the next most important thing. That's another thing that a lot of people don't understand the value of either. People it's this idea of being task focused versus being busy all the time. Because there's people out there that are busy all the time, and I used to be one of them, where you're just busy, 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 busy. You've never got time for anything. Anytime anybody comes to you and tries to speak to you, like, I'm too busy, I don't have time for that. But you're not actually completing anything. You're just reacting to everything. You're doing a little bit of work on this. Nothing gets finished. There's no task that gets finished. There's no project that gets finished. And then you do a little bit of work on this, and then you do a bit of work on that, and then you talk to this person about that. If you can shift your focus to being task focused, or task oriented, I should say, where you look at your life and your day as you don't move on to one thing until something is finished. So when you're that busy, one of the most powerful things that will ever happen for you is when you tick a task off, when something is absolutely complete and you look at it and go, that is done. I can move on from that and move on to the next thing. And so then we move on to fitness and exercise. And so how do you make this work at times like this? Well, as I've said, once you get to that point on your priority list where it's time to work out, you work out. Do not do anything else. Do your workout. And at these times, one of the best things that you'll be able to do is what we call a minimum workout. So at Unity Gym, in our UMS, in our Unified Movement System, we teach people the difference between a minimum workout, a goal workout, and an ideal workout. And so people have big goals, and so maybe their goal is that they work. I'm thinking of some of our members that I've written programs for recently, people that are working on muscle ups, and they're also working on handstands, and they're also working on flexibility. So it's a lot of training in a day. These are some people that are committing to doing 2 sessions a day, or they're committing to do one really long 90-minute to 2-hour session. So they're people that have got a different level of commitment than what a lot of us do. They either don't have children or they're older and their children have grown up. Either way, to get all of that done in your day is what you would call the ideal workout. It's when you get everything done that you intended. So for you, that might be doing a gym workout and going for a walk or going for a run. That might be your ideal exercise for the day. It doesn't happen every day. So on the days where it's a bit busy and you can't get that done, you can't work out twice, you shift to what your goal workout is. And your goal workout it's the workout that is the most aligned with your goals right now. So you've got to be very, very clear on what is the 1 or 2 goals that you have. I don't think it's ever good to have more than 2 main goals, like the big things that you're focusing on. And so it might be to lose fat. It might be like for me, my main goal right now is build muscle in my chest and my upper body. So when if I can't do my ideal workout where I'm doing everything that I intended to in a day, I just forget about everything else and I focus 100% on the workout that's going to give me the result to build the muscle that I want. And then, and then you have your minimum workout. And this is what comes into play when you are sick like I am right now, or when you're really, really busy, like you're really under the pump. And the minimum workout is basically, it's the amount of training that would be unreasonable for you to not do. It might be 10 minutes, it might be 20 minutes, it might be 30 minutes, whatever it is. It's that amount of time that when you say to yourself, you say, well, it would be unreasonable for me to think that I can't just get up and do 10 minutes of working out or 20 minutes or whatever it is. And so for me, my minimum workout is I will do a little bit of foam rolling, a little bit of mobility, so it's a bit of a warm-up, and then I'll do 2 or 3 sets of max effort of my primary lifts. So on a bent arm strength day, it'll be my pull-ups and dips, and on my lower body day, it'll be some split squats or Cossack squats or whatever. And that whole thing will take me about 20 minutes. And it's unreasonable for me to think that even on my busiest days that I can't find 20 minutes for myself. If you can't find 20 minutes for yourself to take care of your health and fitness, then you're heading down a path that is not going to lead you to where you want to be. We all must find a way to dedicate a minimum of 10 to 20 minutes a day to movement. And if you can't do that, I would seriously be having a real look at what you're doing in 24 hours, because we all have 24 hours. And the idea to say, no, I don't even have 10 to 20 minutes to move, I think you're really not understanding what the ramifications of that are going to be long term if you go down that path. And so when you do that, and you now have these tools in place for when you're busy or when you're sick like I am right now, where no matter how busy you are, no matter how sick you are, you have this way of going, okay, I'm just going to, I've prioritized, I've written down the things that I'm going to do. And for me, when I'm sick like this, I prioritize the minimum amount of work that I want to get done, that I know is going to keep my business going and keep me moving forward. So I'm my own boss. So I could take a week off if I wanted to, but my business will suffer. So here I am doing this live stream in the morning because I know that doing these videos and connecting with you guys is an important part of what I do. It's important for me as well. I know that I have to provide coaching for all my online personal training team members. So when I finish this, I will go through and answer everybody's questions. I'll make sure everybody's got their programs. I'll provide the coaching that people need. And then once that's done, I will go and lay down, and I'll spend as much of my time as I can in bed. And I'll get up later when I'm feeling like after I've been laying down and resting for a while, and I'll do my minimum workout. I won't push myself hard on a day like today. But for me, being sick like this, I'm prioritizing rest and recovery. So you've got your priority list, but when it is time to do that workout, you do it. Stand up, walk away from everything else, and just get that 10 to 20 minutes done. Because getting something done every day is going to be the biggest indicator of success for you with your health and fitness. If you're somebody that when times get tough and when you get busy, that your exercising, your workouts, your health and fitness take a back seat, in my 20 years of being a coach, I have never seen anybody that puts that kind of priority on their health and fitness achieve anything noteworthy. The people that achieve noteworthy results with their health and fitness are the people that their workout is in their diary, it's in their schedule, just like anything else, just like any meeting is. And if you're a business person, if you're somebody that runs a business, somebody that's a corporate professional, somebody that works in a business that works around meetings, like meetings happen no matter what. If there is a meeting with people, sometimes people are late for their meetings, sometimes meetings run overtime, but they happen. A meeting isn't something that you just go, oh, I'm too busy, I'm not going to make that, and you just leave these people that you are having a business meeting with. Oh, excuse me. Just got a horrible tickle in my throat. That's not how business is done. And health and fitness workouts should be done the same way. Workouts should be in your diary, they should be in your calendar. And it should be, the only thing that changes is when you look at how busy you are and you think, well, today I can't do my goal workout. I can't go to the gym for 90 minutes or 60 minutes. So I'm just going to go for 20 minutes, or I'm just going to go for 10 minutes. And sometimes when you do those minimum workouts, when you're at the gym, sometimes those minimum workouts turn into some of the best workouts you do. I've gotten up sometimes to do my 20-minute workout and I get it done and I think, oh, I'll just do another 2 sets. And then before I know it, I've done 5 sets and I'm feeling good. And I think, oh, I'll just do 1 or 2 sets of my supplementary exercises. And before you know, you've done a whole workout and you're getting great results. Oh, anyway, you can really hear it in me how this virus has hit me. So I am going to go now and I'm going to go and take a rest. I hope you guys learned something from this. I promise you that if you apply this stuff, if you put it into practice, that you will achieve more with your health and fitness than if you live a life that is just reacting to busy times. So rewatch this, put it into practice, do a brain dump, prioritize the things that are the most important and work out what your minimum workout is before the busy times. So I know what my minimum workout is. I don't need to think about it on a busy day. I don't need to waste time going, what am I going to do today? I don't have time for my full workout. I know exactly what it is, and that's how a minimum workout should be. You should know exactly what it is. All right, team, have a wonderful day, and I'll